Did you know there's a field of infinite possibilities where your dream life already exists? Think of it like a universal library of possible outcomes. Let me show you how to tap into it. This video is for you if you want to manifest the life of your dreams. Hey folks, this video is a little bit on the long side, but I'm going to pull out the whiteboard and attempt to break down as simple as I can difficult concepts of 3D and 5D reality, manifesting to variant space, which quantum field. Also, you might have heard it called the Akashic Records. Yeah, it's worth it. Stick with me on this, and we're going to do a deep dive. When we're done with this, you're going to really understand how it's possible to even start manifesting the life of your dreams. All right, we're going to start off here on Earth. Here you are, obviously not drawn to scale. Okay, Earth is the 3D realm, three-dimensional realm, right? This is known as physical matter reality. All of the things that we learned in school related to Newtonian physics apply here, like gravity, etc. We use our body, we have senses, we interact with the world, we touch things, we move things. We are an energy being occupying a physical body here in physical matter reality. Right, as I guide you from the 3D realm on Earth, physical matter reality, to the 5D realm, non-physical matter reality, I want to point out one thing. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I don't care if you believe me or not. In fact, I highly recommend open-minded skepticism about it all, and even further recommend that you create opportunities to come into your own knowing about this. I'm here to explain what I do know and help people try to understand this. Okay, the 5D realm is really an energy realm. So I think of it as the energy of infinite possibilities. From transurfing, the variant space represents a location, if you want to call it that, also known as the quantum field that Dr. Joe Dispenza uses that language. Again, describing essentially the same place or the same thing. You also might have heard the term Akashic Record. Okay, all of this is a energetic place, again, for lack of a better word, that really is known as the library of you. And again, this is in the 5D realm, non-physical matter reality. And I use the word reality because it's every bit as real as your 3D reality that you are in now if you're watching this video. Okay, so the biggest question I usually get asked is, how do you access the energy of infinite possibilities? How do you access the quantum field? How do you access variant space? How do you access the Akashic Records? Well, there are several different ways. First way is that you can essentially hire a guru, a psychic, someone who accesses the Akashic Records, someone who can help you get information from there for you, all right? Or you can learn how to do it yourself through meditation. You guessed it, all right? A third way is oftentimes you can access it by way of plant ceremony or substances to be able to access and tap into that. You can also access this in various flow states, which I would argue is really a form of meditation. And then people often access this location or this place, this phenomenon, this energetic space by a near-death experience. That's what NDE stands for. And then obviously, well, maybe not so obviously, the last way, and not the one that we're going to be aiming for right now, would be death. Okay, because you don't need a physical body. In fact, you can't take your physical body here. All right, physical body is down here in physical matter reality. There you are, as I mentioned earlier. All right, so these are the different ways that you can access this library of you. All right, let me say a little bit more about this library. I use library and building, as a metaphor. Obviously, there's no building. This is all energy. So let's just think of this building as an energetic repository, except for this thing is huge. It goes on forever and ever and ever. It's just infinite. All right, and in this library of you, it has these little books in here is essentially your life, like everything and every decision point that you've had up to now, and then every possible decision point after now. It all lives in this ginormous energetic repository. So why would you care? Why do we care about this? Because in transurfing, the variant space is saying, hey, you can access this library because there are infinite possibilities in here. The possibility of, like, okay, here's a book, for example, And this is a book about scarcity. This is the book about where your money story is one where money is evil and you have to work really hard, and then things happen and it gets taken away from you. All right, so that's a story. It kind of sounds like a sad story. But over here, there might be an abundance story. All right, one where money is not evil; it's infinite, it's energy, and you have plenty of it, and you get to do what you want and feel healthy and empowered and enjoy your life in a different way. So it's like, and there's everything in between, right? And this applies to all things, whether that's like, here's the book on, the love of your life, and here's the book on, losing the love of your life all the time. So they're all in there. And the idea is from Transurfing is that we have to essentially figure out what you want, and then get rid of doubt, get rid of, and I'm putting little minus signs, get rid of doubt and desire, and then have quiet confidence that you're going to choose the one that you want, whether that's love, abundance, or whatever. Same thing with Dr. Joe Dispenza. He teaches, that if you have an elevated thought, clear intention, and you couple that with an elevated emotion, essentially you can say, I invite in, I choose this possibility, I choose the timeline where I'm living in abundance, I'm choosing the timeline where I'm living in good health, I'm choosing, and you imagine these things. This is the whole point of this, is you figure out what you want in your infinite possibilities here in the quantum field, here in the variance space, here in the Akashic records. You get a clear idea that you couple that clear thought with that elevated emotion, that quiet confidence, and you repeat that, especially if you can do that in a meditative state over and over and over in the 5D realm. You're essentially, okay, I'm going to pull that down into the 3D realm. The universe answers. This is how it works. It sounds so simplistic. And yes, we still often get trapped in these other scarcity mindsets and these losses. And that's why we want to do the work to figure out what is keeping us stuck in this belief of scarcity, this feeling stuck as a victim. Like, let's stop choosing those books. Let's start choosing these books of health, love, and wealth, right? You can tell, always comes back to meditation. Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches it, and Transurfing is asking you to do it as well. And so am I. Because that is truly how we tap and bring it back down into the 3D. If you've made it this far, then I know you're serious about wanting to access the life of your dreams from the energy of infinite possibilities back down into the 3D. Click the link in my bio to sign up for my next free meditation workshop, the theme of which is manifesting the life of your dreams, inviting in the wisdom of your higher self.